What's up, family? Welcome to another video. How's everybody doing? I need you to do a favor before we start. Can you please give this video a thumbs up, and can you please subscribe to the channel? I would definitely appreciate it. Thank you very much. How's everybody doing? I'm sure that everyone's seen this video about what happened in Vegas. That was a very, very tragic situation that happened between these two YouTubers. And what is so sad about this situation, that it was very senseless. It was a very senseless crime, and it never should happen. But I just want to make sure you all watch this complete videos, especially the women. I have a very important message to every female that's in a marriage or in a relationship. So I want you to watch this complete video, okay? Well, what happened was you had two YouTubers. One was called Finley, I think it was called Finny the Legend, and the other one was named Manny. Okay, and these two YouTubers had beef with each other for a very long time. They was going back and forth, and I think Manny, his name is Luez. I think he's Hispanic, but I'm not for sure. But he also had a wife named Julia. Okay, and the name of their social media platform was called Sin City. I think that was the name of it. And Vinny, his YouTube channel was called Vinny the Legend. Okay, but these two guys was going at it, and eventually Manny took matters into his own hand, and actually he was riding around Vegas looking for Finny. And then was so sad about it, he ended up unaliving his wife and ended up unaliving him also. But let me tell you something. I want to show you something in this video that every woman needs to know. Please watch this video into its complete entirety, okay? Because there's something I'm going to tell you that is not mentioned in any of the other videos. Okay? What I want to tell every young lady that's either in a relationship or either she's thinking about getting married to someone, please look for these warning signs. Okay? Finny's wife did not deserve what happened to her. Okay? I want you to watch this video. I'm going to point out something that really, really caught my attention. So I want you all to watch this, okay? Did you see what happened? Okay. What happened was, what she did was, she stood between Manny and her husband. Okay, she stood right between them. But if you notice the video, she was not the target. He was the target. Okay? Now, that's a possible. Now, I'm not saying she should have walked away or anything. I mean, well, I don't know what would you do in a situation like that when the person that you care about is in danger. But she is in between the gunman and her husband. Okay? Let me tell you this. I am the OG. People call me the OG. I'm not a real old man, but I have seen so many things happen. I've seen this scenario happen over and over and over again. It's the men that the women that are involved in gets them unalived. I've seen this happen over and over and over again. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you the signs to look out for. This is for if you're a female, if you are in a relationship, or are you married, or you with someone, please pay attention to these warning signs. And one of the number one warning signs is if you're with someone and they're around the wrong person, especially if you're with a boyfriend or something like that and he got beef with another, like with a group of people, and he has that type of lifestyle, stay away from him. Now, I'm not saying Vinny was this type of person. He seemed like he was a really nice guy. But his actions got his wife killed. Got her unalive. Okay? Let me tell you some of the examples that I've actually seen, that I actually witnessed myself. Okay? A friend of mine, may he rest in peace, he had a niece, and he came to me. Me and him used to work in the same job. We did the same thing. It was a hospital that we worked at together, and me and him was sort of really close friends, And he came to me and he said, "Tony, I need you to do a favor for me. I have a niece that I want you to start, see if y'all can start dating because she's hanging around the wrong people." So he gives me a phone number. He said, "I want you to, give her a call." I said, "Okay, I'll do the best that I can, right?" So, to make a long story short, one Saturday, I called the number and she answers the phone. I said, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Tony. I'm friends with your uncle." I know that's kind of weird for your good friend to introduce you to his niece, but he wanted her to be around someone, that wasn't into that lifestyle that her ex-boyfriend or whatever who she was seeing. So I called her and I said, "Hey, maybe we can go to the movies or something. Maybe we can go out to dinner or something like that." So her response was like, "Well, maybe, I don't know. We might get, she was very, very flaky. So I said, "Well, whenever you make up your mind, you let me know. We can go out and have a good time, get a bite to eat, go to the show or something like that." And she said, "Okay." So I go back to my friend. I said, "Well, I did call her. I did try to make a connection with her, but she seems very flaky." He said, "Don't give up on it. Try again, maybe another week or so." So I called her again. I asked her, I said, "Hey, this is Tony again. How you doing?" And she was acting, still flaky, saying maybe we can, maybe not, So I said, "Okay, well, you let me know if you want to get together." She said, "Okay." I said, "You have my phone number, so give me a call." She said, "Sure, 3 weeks later, I go back to work. I'm sitting down at my desk, and my friend puts her obituary right in front of me. I was like, "Oh my goodness. This can't be." What happened was, the guy that she was involved with, she was at his house, and some individuals rolled up on them at the house, but she didn't know who they were. She go outside from the story. She went outside to greet them. He knew who they were, and he escaped. So she tries to get away, and they unalive her right on the spot. I was like, wow. And I heard several other situations that were similar. You know, a friend of mine, her daughter had just graduated out of high school. She just graduated out of high school, and she showed me her high school senior pictures, and she was ready to go to college. 2 weeks later, she was with her boyfriend. They were on the highway. They was on the freeway coming off the exit, and somebody rolled up on them and shot multiple times in the car, unaliving the girl because of who she was associated with. And then I noticed this happened to another friend of mine. Her daughter was with a guy that she was, chilling with, you know what I'm saying? And he was involved with some bad people. They came from him. She got caught in the crossfire and she got unalived. It seemed like a lot of times in those situations, the men live, but the women die. So the message to this video, I'm just saying to all women, be careful who you spend your company with. Because this young lady here, I'm not saying Vinny wasn't a good husband. I'm not saying he wasn't. He seemed like he was a very cool guy. But his actions got them both unalive. If you with a man and he talked about he got beef with somebody and he's into that lifestyle, run. If you with a boyfriend and he's like a gangster or whatever you want to be, a street guy that's hanging around the wrong people, run. That's the advice I want to give you all, okay? But this was a sad situation. She got right between, because let me show you, she wasn't the target. Let me show you, I'm going to show you this video one more time. Watch what happens. See, he's getting around, see? She wasn't the target. She was not the target. He was going around her, looking for him. That's who he wanted. But like I tell you, this is a sad situation for both sides. So now I heard that he's in jail right now, and the prosecutor, the state of Nevada, is seeking the death penalty for him for unaliving two people. All right, ladies, please be safe out there. This video is especially for you. Please share this video with many people as you possibly can. Okay, take care. God bless.